handle you and you took it, you stupid. She gonna cheat regardless. It sound like no disrespect, but it's like she gonna cheat regardless. You doing anything ain't gonna stop it. She ain't wanna be with you, gang. You confronted her, then you start thinking about yourself. Think about it. I found her cheating, then I'm at the end of the day I'm thinking like, damn, should I even confront her? Well, shut your ass up.
You know, she was a stay-at-home mom, and she was like, it's, you know, and then I thought we'd kind of patch things up then.
Or you stay with her after you caught her cheating.
Let's start over, because we just started going to church also.
They start going to church together, So, anything happen right now, it's on you, right? Everybody agree? Everybody agree. He took a cheater back. So if he find her cheating anytime else, it's on him. You took her back. The cat's out of the bag. She is now a known cheater. It's up to you to take it back, or you gonna accept it. If you accept it the first time, you're gonna accept it every time. I don't care about that shit, bro. I don't care, bro.
Let's put things together. Let's go back to where things used to be.
No.
So we seek counseling. Things still didn't seem right with her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up until a year and a half ago, she just went out with a friend of hers named Beth, and I was like, why are you going out with this girl? She said, you can't tell me who I can go out with. I said, this girl, the only thing she wants to do is go out and cheat on her husband. Why would you want to hang out with someone like that?
Yeah.
She distanced herself from all of her married friends and just started hanging out with all her single friends. So, and she knew I didn't like it. She'd stay out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, how's that for a married person to stay out? You shouldn't be out in the club that late. I mean, you guys, if you're going to go out, you go out at 8 and be home by a respectable time, 10, 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're married. I don't go out, you know. And she didn't want to hear it. So, and I can see on iTunes, you can usually find my iPhone, you can see where someone's at. And I was at work one day, and I see her parked in front of someone's house. And the
You can visualize exactly where they're at?
I knew exactly. You can see on a map exactly where.
Like on Google Earth?
Oh, I know he did. He Googled her too, yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see exactly where the car is at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it, and I called her. I said, hey, where you at? And she's lying to me the whole time. Oh, I'm up at the school talking to Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I'm looking at this map. And I'm just snapping, taking photos of where the car is at. So I told
he pulled up.
my boss, I got to go home. I got to go handle something. Something's not right.
Yeah.
So I went home, and she had picked Jacob up from school by that time. I said, come on, let's talk. I said, where were you at earlier? And she said, I was at the school with Sarah. I said, really, what is this then? Whose house were you at? And then she tried to say...
He lied. Look, this what happened. He said, what he said? This what happened.
This then? Whose house were you at?
What is that?
Earlier. And she picked Jacob up from school by that time. I said, come on, let's talk. Sarah, of where the car is at. So I told my boss, I got to go home. I got to go handle something.
So you got to go handle something, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So I went home, and she had picked Jacob up from school by that time. I said, come on, let's talk. I said, where were you at earlier? And she said, I was at the school with Sarah. I said, really, what is this then?
Boom! He wild out.
And whose house were you at? And then she tried to say, well, that was a vacant house because of what's going on with us. I'm looking for other place to stay in case we get a divorce.
Oh!
Yes, that's a vacant house.
That pushed him over.
House, but that was also the guy she was having an affair with for the past 7 years.
It's over. It's over. 7 years, bro.
2.5 months ago, I asked her, I said, Julie, what are we doing? Are you divorcing me? Or are we going to put this back together? What are we doing? I need to know because I'm going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
And she was like, well, I'll give you an answer by the end of the week. And then I think Thursday came. I said, okay. Well, her and her stepfather showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what's going on? Where's Jacob? He said, he's at my mom. He's going to stay there tonight. And that's when Pete said, Gerard, the marriage is over. You're going to get served tomorrow.
Gerard was a very wealthy man who worked 6 days a week to make sure his family had the best of everything. His wife, 42-year-old Julia Stewart, was a full-time stay-at-home mother who had a history of being unfaithful. Despite trying his best to repair their marriage, It would ultimately end with Julie serving him divorce papers.
So this is something she had been planning because the file I got was this thick
Oh, yeah.
from the court.
Yeah.
I had all my financial stuff for the past 3 years. I was like, really, you've been planning this? The whole, you know. And then she said, let's meet for lunch because she didn't want to talk that night. Pizza,
Yo, she got your ass. Damn. God damn. And he works 6 days a week? I think it's only 5 days in a week. 6 days a week? No, he's wild. He trying to get money for these people and they out here bugging. She out here bugging, but like I said, bro, you know what she was when you took her back? You took her back like the first time. Like, it's up to you, bro.
y'all don't want to talk tonight. Y'all can talk tomorrow. I said, all right.
She definitely was planning this, cuz. I ain't gonna lie.
And her started talking. I begged her not to do this, not to break her family up.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kept saying,
What
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel cold in my heart. And I asked her, I said, how long have you been planning this? Planning this. I said, because this didn't just happen because you gave them so much paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
It's, and I said, besides, where did you get the money to get a lawyer?
She got your money.
And I said, your mom gave you money? She said, no. She said, I took it out of my son's bank account. So I said, okay. I said, why would you steal $5,000 out of your son's bank
Out
account?
of Jacob's account?
Yeah. But I don't think she stole the money out of this account. I think her mom gave her the money or the dude she was seeing gave her the money.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I couldn't prove where the money came from.
Yeah, because you should have access to Jacob's account too. You can see where that shit coming from.
Even when I got served every day, I was begging her not to divorce. Let's think about Jacob. Because, Jacob has issues.
Yeah, that's what I said.
A lot of
He said
issues.
6.
I said, let's think about him. I know whatever's happened in the past, we can
Monday, Tuesday,
work
Wednesday,
on our
Thursday,
marriage.
Yeah.
She said, the reason I want to get a divorce was I did something that I can't live with.
Yeah,
She said, I've been
5
having an
days.
affair with him for 5 to 7 years. And so I said, you telling me you've been sleeping with another guy this long?
Yes.
And she said, yeah. I said, Julie, we can work through this. And she kept saying, no, we can't. We're not.
This nigga great, bro. What on, bro? She been sleeping with a guy for that long and you said we can work through this? You addicted, bro.
Not gonna work through it. She said, my mind ain't gonna let me work through it because you won't forget it and I won't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still trying to patch it up with her. And then she said, in the email that you got from your lawyer, it's true. I'm gonna put you out of the house and I'm gonna take Jacob from you and I'm gonna take half everything you have.
Yo! She gonna kick him out the house that he paid for. And then Jacob gonna live in the house too. And he gonna be see Jacob. She getting crazy on him.
And that's when I lost it.
Gerard claims that after his wife threatened to take not only his money from him, but his child as well, he snapped. The detectives realized this could be the reason behind the murder, but there's also the chance that Gerard realized that he was about to lose his wife of 20 years and he could not let her go.
So before Friday, you didn't realize that she'd been having the affair?
No.
Okay. I mean,
I asked her was she was having an affair multiple times. She said, I've never slept around on you. I've never slept around on you. And that's what she always
she'd
said.
never admitted before?
Never admitted she ever slept around on me.
And then she hit you all at once?
All at once. Like, yeah, I've been having an affair with him, and I'm going to take you to the cleaners. Exactly what
Basically. Is that what she said?
Yeah. I'm going to take you to the cleaners. Because the emails from my lawyer
Mm-hmm.
that said that she had filed to get me removed from the house and start paying her alimony and child support. And I was like, where the hell you expect me to go?
Yeah.
I said, I have no family here, no friends really here except for Matt and Rachel next door. So what do you expect me to do? She said, that's your problem.
Damn!
And she was smiling.
And he grinded for that shit. He grinded his life for that.
I just stabbed her in the throat.
That is crazy though.
Where was she at?
She was sitting on the
You
bed.
should never kill that girl though.
And then what?
Don't kill her, bro, but damn.
And then she was just...
Did she resist at all?
Yeah, she put her hands up
Uh-huh.
one time. And then I think I stabbed her a second time, and then she just stopped.
Okay. Do you remember how many times you stabbed her?
It was 2 or 3 times, I think.
Okay. What'd you use?
I had a black knife that I carried with me everywhere. So, and then after that, I had to realize what I did.
Uh-huh.
So, I grabbed some trash bags.
Was she still alive at that point?
No.
How do you know?
Because she wasn't breathing. I knew she wasn't alive.
Okay, and it all happened on the bed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what happened?
So I grabbed the trash bag and pulled it over so she wouldn't bleed out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that.
Was she bleeding a lot?
Yeah, she was.
That's nobody, man. You gotta hold up.
And I wrapped her up in
Nobody
some
gotta
trash
hold up,
bags,
man.
put tape on it so she didn't bleed all over the place, and then put it in the trunk of my car.
Okay.
I freaked out. I was like, I knew I was going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the bank, and because nobody had access to my bank accounts, I withdrew all the money out of my accounts and drove out to the beach trying to figure out what to do.
You ain't put none in your son bank account. You wild. You supposed to put something in your
park over by Mayport.
You supposed to put all that in his son bank account.
What I was gonna do, and then
Which part?
I don't know. I think it was Dutton Park.
Okay, I know where it's at.
And then I knew Jacob needed some things for school, so I went and I used my credit card to buy him some school supplies and stuff and new clothes. Called Rachel, my neighbor. She didn't answer the phone. I called Matt, her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and said, Matt, I'm in trouble. He's like, what's going on? I said, man, I killed my wife. He's like, no, you didn't. I said, yes, I did. And he said, okay, have you called the police yet? I said, no. He said, well, you know, I got to call the police. I was like, yeah, I know. I opened the garage, backed the car out with her body in it, and then closed the garage back down. And then that's when Matt called me. Pastor Anthony was on the phone, and then I can hear one of the police officers on the phone as well. And at that time, I was just swallowing pills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just swallowing pills, and I think I talked for a few minutes, and the next thing I know, I collapsed, and then I got back up, and I heard the police officer say, try to get him to come outside and just turn himself in. His son wants to see him. And I said, I'm not going to have my son see me this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just blacked out after that, and I think I fell and hit my eye on the counter. You know, and that's the last thing I remember.
And after you said you cut her throat, and then she started to fight back?
Well, I stabbed her first time, and she put her hand up, and then I think I stabbed her again,
Mm-hmm.
and then her hands just dropped.
Okay. And then what?
And then I just looked at her. And then I was just shaking, like looking at the knife, just like this.
Did you already cut her throat at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. When you put her in the plastic, was it just her, or did you wrap everything else up with it?
No, it was just her wrapping in the plastic.
Okay, just her
Yeah.
wrapped in the plastic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All I ever wanted was my family. I did my best to try to protect them.
Nigga, what?
Killed myself working for them. So they have a nice place to live.
That girl's wild though.
Just never thought this would happen to me.
And then her dad behind her, yeah, she gonna take everything.
I'm sorry.
But he wild for killing her though. But murder, he could have beat her
I
in the
wish I
court.
would have never had the knife on me at that time.
In the end, Gerard would be found guilty of murder, and he would receive 40 years in prison for murdering his wife. Our next case is centered around this man, 44-year-old Damien DeRocha.
That shit's crazy.